Hi, students. All right, so let's get right into your agenda right before spring break. What are you guys going to do for spring break? Personally, I'm going to be looking at pictures of Austin because I was supposed to go to Austin, Texas. Probably Google all the best barbecue that was there, look up how barbecue is supposed to taste, maybe look up like some boutiques that were in that area, pretend I'm going to buy clothes. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. But anyway, this week is pretty simple. It's kind of like the same thing that we've been doing, ebook stuff and then like memoir stuff. Um, so first thing with the ebook is you're going to continue moving your ebook outline onto the template. You're completing it, okay? So I didn't get many responses from people about the outlines. I did have, if you submitted it, I emailed you, I said, and I gave you some feedback. So take a look at that. Um, and so you're just completing your ebook this week so that when we come back from spring break, we can start new. Um, all you can ever know reading and discussion, I'll talk about that, but basically it's the same kind of thing where we have like an excerpt from a memoir and you are making a discussion question and responding to other students' discussion questions. You're going to continue your Wild Times journaling activity. And then finally, you have an optional Google Meet check-in. So I'll talk about that in a moment. And usually your items are all due on Monday, but I wanted things to be done before spring break, and that's why I kept the agenda kind of light this week, so that you can just finish it up on Friday and be done by before you go to spring break. So the first thing you guys is to complete your ebook. So last week you received feedback if you turned it in, and now you're gonna just move the rest of your content on. One thing is the works cited page. We didn't get to go over that before we left. So what we're gonna do is I just put like a screen, like a slideshow together of how to create a works cited page, and you can just go through each of these. Um, Personally, I used easybib.com. Disclaimer, there are so many ads. It can get a little distracting and confusing. But if you're used to that or whatever, that's fine. So just go through that, take a look. It's pretty self-explanatory and simple, but if you're having issues with it, please let me know. And then going on to, or in our readings of memoirs, um, you're going to read this excerpt from All You Can Ever Know. It's a memoir by Nicole Chung, who is Korean and was adopted by white parents. And so it's kind of about her journey of finding her birth mother, and even though she did grow up very happy, it's about her kind of wishing that she had that racial connection. So on instead of doing this, oh, let me show you where to find it on Google Classroom. So over here you have the excerpt, you have the literature circle discussion card questions, so you can take these, modify them, and then academic language sentence starters. So instead of responding to each other on Google Classroom, you're actually going to do it on Flipgrid. So when you go into Flipgrid, it's the All You Can Ever Know discussion. You can watch this as just a little like um, tutorial of like what to do. But basically, you are going to just add a response. So in your response, this is where you ask your question, and then students will reply with their answer. When you record your response, please also type out the question in like the description box. That helps students just refer back to what the question is. Okay. And so you want to respond to at least two other students' questions. And then finally, this last thing is a Google Meet check-in. So I really miss you guys, and it was really great to see so many of you in your interviews. They literally like made me LOL. I was just really happy to see your faces. And so I thought it would be nice for us to just like come together. So on Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m., there's going to be a Google Meet. I will just like, it's just like a, it's just going to be like a meeting. Okay. So you're going to click on this link to meet up. And the things we're going to talk about are just like, we're going to celebrate the little things. So maybe you finally like nailed that chocolate chip cookie recipe that you've been working on. We're going to commiserate. I haven't hugged my mom in like 2 months and it sucks. I miss her. Um, and so we can talk about that. If you have questions about your ebook, that's a good place too, instead of like having this like back and forth with email, which is not as effective. And then I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking of doing for quarter 4 and any needs that you have that you wish that we could go over for quarter 4 as you guys move into senior year. Crazy. So, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing. Really just like a way for us to check in. You don't have to stay for the full 2 hours. If you just want to come in and ask like a quick question about your works cited page, cool. If you wanted to like sit and chat for a bit, cool. I will be on the platform for from 1 to 3. Okay. So I hope you guys do pop in to say hello. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will hopefully see you at the Google Meet.